We do live in a changing world, a world that's increasingly hostile to Christianity, a world that constantly assumes that God's not relevant to any number of things. And so being a Christian school doesn't mean for us just having Bible classes or chapels or supplementing a lesson with a Bible verse that uses a similar concept. Those are okay, but a good Christian education, the way we see it today, is that we're embedding in our kids the assumption that God is relevant to everything. Part of being intentional about being biblical in our teaching is selecting tools and ideas and truths that'll work at all levels and a variety of courses that teach basically the same kinds of truths that we're trying to teach across all of our classes and all of our grades.
Well, recently my first grade class participated in the activity of producing crayons. I set up the project as like a crayon production factory, different assembly lines for sorting the crayons, peeling the crayons in preparation for melting them. Our factory experience incorporated biblical worldview integration, including honoring God in our work, economics, and science.
My name is Liz Brown. I teach middle school science, life science, and earth science. And right now we're learning about the bones. And so as a class, we talked about what careers would also have to learn about this. And the kids chose careers that they would like to do as they get older. And then I gave them we got a worksheet from Mr. Overman, and it's called 50 Signs of a Well-Developed Theology of Work. However, for 7th graders, we called it 50 Sentences for a Healthy View of Work. And so I picked 5, and they had to tell me what that looked like in a job.
In the 10th grade, we were about to start Alan Paton's Cry the Beloved Country. And so I needed to give them a little bit of historical background on the situation of apartheid in South Africa in order to integrate some biblical worldview concepts. I brought in the historical background material that I normally use, which is just a quick little blurb with some important terminology about the history of South Africa, the terminology of different people, settings, and then the definition of apartheid in a nutshell for us to work with. So they had, the actual immediate subject matter in front of them. But then I gave them on slips of paper pieces of those questions for contextualization from the conversation starter diagram resource. And specific questions such as, when I went ahead and filled in the blanks for them. So what does God think about apartheid? Or what how are we supposed to think about the issue of apartheid in terms of how we are created? Is this the use of apartheid or sort of the institutional implementing of apartheid in line with a biblical view of humanity or purpose, or is it not?